Hello children, how are you? I hope that everybody are fine and safe at home. This is your Saubhagya madam. Again, I'm back with another new topic for this session. Okay children, magnets. We were dealing with magnets. As you know that magnets play an important role in our life. Do you know children, the earth itself is acting like a big magnet? Do you know that children? Okay. So what are the properties of the magnets? The magnets have an attractive and repulsive property. Okay, we have learned about that in our earlier video. And it is also having a property of what it is children? What is the property that it is having? It is also having a directional property. What it is children? Directional property. So with this directional property, the earth is acting like a huge bar magnet. If you take the earth, it is used as a huge bar magnet. So today we will learn in what way the earth is acting like a bar magnet. To do or to know about this, we need to do an experiment. Okay, now let us do the experiment. Take any bar magnet and place it on the table like this. Take any bar magnet and place it on the table like this. And now try to suspend another magnet from the top. And try to suspend another magnet from the top. What do you observe? What will happen? Due to the repulsive property of the magnet and attractive property of the magnet, the suspended magnet will come and attach to the bar magnet which is kept on the table. But if you observe the poles, definitely the poles will be opposite. Why? Because the like poles repel and unlike poles attract. So basing on that property, when you keep the bar magnet on the table very close to the hanging magnet, what it will become? It will come and attach it to the magnet on the table in the opposite direction. See, I have kept this magnet in south and north position, and the hanging magnet will come and attract it towards this magnet in the opposite, like north and south. So the south is attracting the north and the north is attracting the south. Why? Because those are unlike poles. Okay children? So now we will do another point. Now we will remove this magnet back. Now we will remove this magnet back. Just leave that suspended magnet like that. Now what do you observe? The magnet will automatically rotate and go back to its original position of pointing towards the north and south direction. It will show its directional property. So when I kept it very close, they attracted each other with the opposite poles or the unlike poles. When I removed this magnet, again this magnet is acting individually and it will rest in the magnetic property. What is the magnetic directional property? It will always come and rest in the north and south direction. It will always point towards the north direction. Why? What is that helping the magnet which is hanging to come back to its original position? It is nothing but the earth. As I said that the earth behave itself as a magnet. That magnetic attraction or the magnetic force which is present in the earth is bringing back the magnet to its original position, that is the north and south direction. See, if you hang it freely like this, if you hang it, definitely in whatever position you move it, you just twist it, twirl it, again leaving it after a few minutes, it will come back and show its property. It will always show north and south direction. So this is the property that is being exhibiting. The earth itself is acting like as a huge bar magnet, and based on the property of the magnetic directional property, the magnet is acting on the earth. Okay children? See children, here in the picture you can see the Earth itself, how the magnetic field is shown around the earth. See, there is axis of rotation, as you know. Along with that, you are also having the magnetic pole identification here. See, the geographical north pole and the magnetic north pole, and in the below you can see the magnetic south pole and the geographical south pole. See how nicely the magnetic fields are being seen here. The Earth's magnetic field pattern is composed of lines that resemble the field line pattern of a bar magnet. If you think the Earth itself is a magnet, the Earth contains the magnetic field around it. It has the capacity of magnetism. See, you can clearly see the lines or the magnetic field patterns, how they are drawn. These are only imaginary, but the effect of the magnetism is around the Earth's surface. Up to now, we have learned different magnetic properties of the magnet and different shapes, different sizes, what does the magnets do, and in what way the magnets are helping us. Okay, children. Now, in this activity, we will find out whether the given material is a magnet or a non-magnetic material, or it contains some magnetic properties. How can we divide the given materials into these three categories? On what basis we can identify the given substance, whether it is a magnet or a non-magnetic material, or it have a magnetic property. Now let us see. See children, as we said about the magnets, the poles of the magnets can attract the unlike poles. We know that property. Yes, attracting and repulsive property. So, if I take a bar magnet in my hand, I have given any substance. Okay, I am catching another magnet. I have one magnet here and I have another magnet in my other hand. Now, I will bring this magnet toward this magnet. If the poles, one pole is attracting and the other pole is repelling, if one pole of the given magnet is attracting the other pole of the another magnet, then based on the attractive and repulsive property, I can classify this material as a magnet. Why? Because one pole have to attract and the other pole have to repel. So, on this property we can say the given magnet or the given object is a magnet. Okay children. Now I have taken one magnet. When I brought another object in my left hand. Now what I am doing is, I try to bring these two objects together. A magnet and a given unknown property. If the poles of this magnet neither attract nor repel, it neither attracts nor repels. Depending upon this property, we can say the given material is a non-magnetic material. What it is? Non-magnetic material. Why? Because the non-magnetic materials cannot be attracted or repelled by a bar magnet. For example, if you take a piece of glass, what will happen? Wherever you put, whether you put it in the north pole or in the south pole, it doesn't get attracted by the magnet. Why? Because the glass is a non-magnetic material. Okay children. Or if you take a piece of paper or a plastic, what it is having? All these are non-magnetic materials. So, they are neither attracted nor repelled by the given bar magnet. So, based on this property, we can identify non-magnetic material. And the last one, not a magnet, but it is made up of magnetic material. How you will identify? For example, I have a magnet in my hand. I have an iron rod in my hand. I brought this iron rod towards the north pole. What will happen? It will get attracted. And I brought the same iron pole towards the south pole. What it will do? It will again attract it. So, if a material is attracted by both the poles, it have to be attracted by the north pole and it also have to be attracted by the south pole. Then only we can say the material is non-magnetic, but it have a, the material is not a magnet, but it have a magnetic property. Why? Because it is getting attracted. Okay. But it is not behaving like a magnet, but it have a property of the magnet so that it can come and attach to the bar magnet. So in this concept we can learn the magnet. Magnet should have north and south direction. It should follow the property of attraction and repulsive property. Then only we can say the given object is a magnet. Okay, children. Second one, non-magnet. It is neither attracted nor repelled. It doesn't contain any property of the magnet. Like paper, pencil, wood, plastic. All these are aluminium, stainless steel. All these are the non-magnetic materials. They doesn't react for the magnetic force. Okay. Now the third one, not a magnet, but made up of magnetic material. If I bring a magnet towards the object, it have to attract the magnet, or it have to be attracted by the magnet on both sides of the pole. Either it is north pole or it is south pole. The both poles have to be attracted by the material. Then you can say it is not a magnet, but it is made up of magnetic material. Okay, children, see how tough the magnets are and how it is easy to play with the magnets. We will do another activity now. Okay, children? Okay, children, up to now we have discussed about different properties of the magnets, and we have also discussed how to find out whether the given object is a magnet or not. Yes, children? I hope that everybody have understood it. Now, we will learn another property of the magnet. What it is? How to make your own magnet. How to make your own magnet. Now, to prepare your own magnet, you have to do few things. See, take an iron nail and place it on a table and make sure that the nail neither attract nor repel iron pins or iron filings. Okay, children? Now, you can see clearly in this picture, I kept an iron nail and the person here is trying to make the nail into a magnetic material. So, what we have to do? Take a bar magnet and place one of its pole near one edge of the nail. See in the picture what the person have done. He brought the bar magnet and he kept the north pole onto the nail. Yes? Now, without lifting the bar magnet, move it along the length of the iron nail till you reach the other end. So, now without moving here and there, what the man is doing? The man is moving the bar magnet onto the nail without lifting it. Okay. Then lift the bar magnet, bring it to the first end of the nail and move along the length again as shown. Repeat this process 20 to 30 times. How many times you have to do this without lifting the pole of the bar magnet? You have to rub it on the nail. So after 20 to 30 times you rub, now the nail have some property acquired from the bar magnet. What it is? So when you do it for 20 to 30 times, now remove the bar magnet slowly and bring few iron filings or small alpins near the nail. And now you make your observations. What you'll observe? The nail have acquired some magnetic property. Now it starts attracting the iron filings. I think children, you can do this activity at your home if you have a nail and a magnet with you. Try this at home and see the observations. So by doing this activity, you can prepare your own magnet. Okay children, you can prepare your own magnet. So if the nail is suspended freely, what will happen to the nail? You have prepared your bar magnet, so definitely if the nail have acquired the magnetic property, when you suspend this nail, it have to rotate and show you the north and south direction children. Then only you can say your nail have acquired the property. Okay, when you do this activity, you will understand how you can prepare your own magnet. Okay children, try this at your home and send me the observations. You can record them and you can also send them on our WhatsApp group. See children, science is an learning subject. You can't sit at home easily and learn science. You have to do different activities. There are a lot more activities that are going to come in further classes so that you will learn on your own. Okay children? Okay children, in our last activity we have magnetized a nail. Yes. Now we will do another activity, how to make our own magnetic compass. See here in your textbook they have given the steps to follow and to prepare your own magnetic compass. Already we are having few things in hand and with those things we will prepare it. We have a magnetized nail. Yes children. Now there are other things that we need to prepare this activity. Tape to needle a light cork. Okay, so you have to take a small piece of cork. Why cork? Why cork? Because the cork is light in weight and it can float on the water very easily. So you have to take a glass filled with water, a cork, a piece of cork, and the magnetized nail. Now add a little detergent to water to help the cork float freely. In what direction does your magnetized needle point? It points in the north-south direction. Thus it acts as a magnetic compass. So when you are taking this cork and pinning that cork to the, now we are taking the magnetized nail and we pin it to the cork and we allow it to float in the water. As you know, the magnetic directional property, it will always show the north and south direction. So the magnetized needle, which is also showing the magnetic property, will definitely show the north and south direction. It have to rest. If you just leave it like that, it will turn and it will adjust itself to the north-south direction. Okay children, by doing this activity we can prepare our own magnetic compass. See children, doing the activities at home will help you learn how the things are being prepared.